Amazing, incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, there has never, at any time, ever been an era like this in the entire unbelievable history of the sport of professional wrestling.
To label it Wrestle Madness would be an understatement. This mounting fever has reached far, far beyond the borders of the United States and now has hand-clapping, foot-stomping, whistling, screaming, shouting fans all over the world.
Here in America, one league has taken over the dominant position, the American Council of Professional Wrestling. And one man has had a hammerlock on the World Championship of the ACPW for the past 5 years. Ted Hammerhead Jones.
It's a sport in transition. Professional wrestlers have become media heroes. The sport has linked arms with rock and roll, motion pictures, television, and are you ready for this? High fashion.
The only sad note has been the recent death of the single most legendary manager the sport has ever known. I'm talking about Matt Foxy Cooper, who died last week. His powerful stable of top wrestlers, including Hammerhead Jones, has now passed into the hands of his only son, Arthur Numbers Cooper. The wrestling world is waiting to see how Numbers will handle this enormous challenge.
Matt, you care to hazard a guess as to what Numbers might do?
It's way too early for that, Bobby. All I will say is that Numbers Cooper is going to have his hands full, and if he thinks he can tell Hammerhead Jones what to do, well, when these two butt heads, you'll be able to hear the thunder clear across the bay.
And speaking of thunder, what about tonight's matchup? Hammerhead Jones versus Crusher O'Brien.
It's going to be a wild one, Bobby. We all know that Crusher likes to, well, bend the rules a little. He's made the mistake of getting into the ring with Hammerhead twice before and barely lived to talk about it.
I talked with O'Brien this afternoon, and he told me he's got a little surprise for Hammerhead tonight.
Surprise? Care to be more specific?
That's all he'd say, so we're just going to have to wait and see. So far, it's been a typical performance by Crusher O'Brien, seeing how much this particular ref will let him get away with.
The third man in the ring tonight is Pete Collins, a very capable referee who's not going to let O'Brien get away with any of his better known...
And dirty.
Oh, you took the word right out of my mouth. Dirty moves. Well, you can be sure Mr. O'Brien didn't care much for that.
I'm sure that before this match is over, Matt, he'll find a way to pay Hammerhead back for bouncing him around like that.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Bang, bang. Oh, that's smart. It looks like he's got Hammerhead in some serious trouble now. These fans are getting nervous. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Crusher is choking Hammerhead, blocking the ref's view as he digs in for some serious punishment. The fans see it, and they are screaming. Look at Collins. He's got the Crusher red-handed. All right, that's more like it.
Boom! And one more! You get the feeling Mr. Jones is sending a message to Mr. O'Brien, Matt?
If he is, I hope he never sends one to my house.
Mr. Hammerhead Jones, you can do it where behind you.
Hey, Bobby, do you see what I see going on back there?
Looks like Larry Kirk's getting ready to put the mountain on camera. Boy, this ought to be something. Look at him. He's raging. And you can just feel that something bad's going to happen to Crusher O'Brien. He's winding up. Here it comes. The legendary Hammerhead headbutt caress. The crowd loves it. Count it down. This party's over. Hammerhead knows O'Brien with a sunset flip, and that ought to do it. 1, 2, 3, go!
I want him. I want that bald-headed bonehead, and I want him now. I squeeze him like a grape. I pop him. I want him. Bring him to me now.
Well, you saw it. Hammerhead Jones has done it again, and just when
Wait a minute, buddy. I'm talking now. If you want to wait a minute, you might learn something here. I'm sick and tired of that bald-headed idiot running around here. You see that up there? That's my turf. I'm telling you, it's mine. You bring him down here, and I'll squeeze him. And I'll break him in half. Bring him here.
Hold it now. Easy. Folks, I've got a very angry wrestler here, Mountain Malloy. You heard him. He does not like what he saw out there.
I saw garbage out there is what I saw. I want him now. Now.
Who, Mountain? Who do you want now?
All right. Number one. Still number one.
Hammerhead, could you come over here for a second? I'll be in a minute. Hey, Larry, how's it going? Fine, just fine. It looked like you were in real trouble out there tonight. Listen.
Listen to me. Will you listen to me?
I think we all know that the gentleman I just defeated finds it necessary to resort to illegal tactics every time he steps into the ring. He did it again tonight several times. I think it's a shame that he's got to sink to that level to mask his totally inadequate skills as a wrestler. I can't call him a professional wrestler because he's not worthy of the title.
Let me tell you something, you egghead. I'm going to take that melon, and I'm going to squash it, and I'm going to splatter it like a melon on the floor.
Mountain Malloy has been asking about a rematch. Is he going to get one?
He's a good wrestler, but not good enough. If he behaves himself, loses a couple of 100 pounds, and gets back his #1 contender ranking...
Listen to me. Look at me, onion head.
Then I'd be glad to give him a rematch. Make it 3 out of 3. Now that your noisy friend has left, there's something I'd like to say. I'd like to take a moment to remember a man who did more for the sport of professional wrestling than anyone else. Matt Cooper. Better known to those of us who loved him as Foxy. Foxy passed away last week. He was, in every sense of the word, a gentle man. We'll miss you, Fox. We always will.
A heartfelt tribute to one of the truly legendary figures of professional wrestling, Foxy Cooper, one of the finest promoters who ever lived. He will indeed be missed.
Yeah. Don't they have ring security here?
You really knocked him around out there tonight, didn't you?
Yeah, didn't I?
Come on, Ted. You actually expect me to believe that you guys get hurt out there sometimes?
Listen, anytime you got two guys weighing in at 250 plus, bouncing each other around inside the ring, yeah, you're damn right somebody's gonna get hurt. Now tell me something, Paulin. How long have you been covering the sport?
I don't know, man. About a year, but I don't see what the hell...
1 year. You've heard all that garbage in just 1 year.
Well, come on, Ted. How do you expect me to write about wrestling? In the same language that I use to describe pro football or professional boxing? Man, wrestling's a joke. It's a bad joke. Well, I know it is. And you know it. I just wish one of you guys would admit it.
Listen, you little cockroach. You ever heard a crowd react the way the one out there did tonight? At any football game, any boxing match, any sport you care to mention? No! You want to know why? Because our fans are the most loyal, the most knowledgeable, and the most dedicated of any sports fans, bar none. They love their good guys, they hate their bad guys. That's what it's about out there, pal. Basic. No bullshit. As a journalist, I'm surprised you couldn't figure that out for yourself. Now, if you'll excuse me. Hey, you hear that sound? Maybe there's a story behind it. Why don't you go check it out, Matt?
Where is Cooper Enterprises?
17th floor.
Sarah, good morning. I didn't know they asked you to come.
Why are we here, Mr. Smith? I mean, who's going to take care of the office?
I just don't know. I don't know.
Excuse me. Are you Mrs. Gleason?
Yes, she is. Come on over here, Sarah. We'll sit down.
They're both here, sir. You may go in now.
You both know my father's office has been closed since he died. Well, it's going to stay that way. I'm transferring his operation here. Now, what that means is I don't need either one of you anymore. And since the old man mentioned both of you in his will, don't expect no severance money, okay? Okay, send him in. Oh, that's it. You just can leave now.
Where can we go?
We work for Mr. Cooper for...
Look, where you go and what you do is not my problem.
I could wait outside if you,
No. They was just leaving. You got that stuff. Any problems?
No.
They can't sue me for injuries to families?
If it's spelled out in the contract and they've signed it, you're not liable for Band-Aids.
That's great. All right, now we're cooking. Okay, leave this stuff with me. I get back to you this afternoon with the names of the first two.
Gladiators?
Yeah, the first two gladiators. How many years do you owe me and give to this sport, huh? 30, maybe 35, or what? Love, respect, bullshit. That don't get it done. It's time for change. Time to give the sucker something new. I'm gonna do that, Shell. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be fantastic. And the name, it's so perfect. I love it. It's gonna suck them right through the turnstiles and into my pocket. Death match.
Which has really been the tone of this beautifully scientific match right from the start. Hammerhead's just linked together a set of 3 arm drag takedowns, giving Bronco Billy a graduate course in applied motion.
I agree with you, Matt. It's a real pleasure to see this kind of match. I can't help but wonder, though, if this is the kind of wrestling that Numbers Cooper's gonna promote.
Good question, Bobby. You're obviously hearing the same rumors I am.
Afraid so, Matt. Let's just hope that's all they turn out to be. Rumors. Hammerhead's got Bronco in a small package cradle, and Bronco just kicks out at the count of 2. That was close.
How do you think the fans are going to react when they hear those rumors, if they turn out to be true?
Hard to say, Matt. The real fan, don't think they'll buy it, and this is pure speculation, I'm afraid there just might be a whole lot of folks out there who'll lap it up.
It could turn out to be about as wild as the old Roman circus.
And just as bloody. Look at here. Hammerhead's got Bronco Billy in a backslide pin, and that's going to do it.
Now there's something you don't see every night, real sportsmanship, and these fans love it.
I've already cleared the date. I want the publicity rolling on this baby.
But what if they don't sign? I mean...
Hey! I own these dumbos. They belong to me. They don't sign, they don't work. Nowhere, no time. You gotta always remember something about pro wrestlers, Show. They come up out of the gutter. They was nothing. Bums. Now, thanks to guys like me, they're making a living. Some of them a damn good living. You think any one of them's gonna risk all that by not signing? No way. And besides, these two would probably pay me for what I'm gonna let them do to each other. Shit, they're gonna love it.
But what if they get hurt? I mean, seriously injured. Won't that cause problems down the road? They'll start running out of wrestlers.
Hey, you kidding me? Run out of wrestlers. I can find 10 a day, 20. The gyms are full of guys looking for a shot. This here's a no-lose proposition, Shell. The numbers are all here. Death match number 1.
Ted.
Hi. Did I come at a bad time?
No, come in. How are you?
Still in one piece.
Well, we only have our good Lord to thank for that. You certainly haven't been giving him much help.
Hey, you're not going to chew me out again, are you?
No, I've given up on that. It only aggravates you, and it's bad for the soul. So I've turned you directly over to the boss. We'll let him worry about you. Come on. I want to show you something. Something to put a little joy in your heart.
So, what's the big surprise, sister?
Well, thanks to that terrible beating you administered to Bronco Billy last week, we were finally able to finish the repairs on our chapel. I was afraid for a while he'd be our first memorial service.
Listen, near the end of the match, I thought I was going to be your first memorial service.
Perish such thoughts, dear Mr. Jones. Cast them out.
So how many kids you have here right now?
We have 13 of the little babes here now. Most of them are in class. I don't know what we'd do without you, Ted. I really don't. State funds are getting tighter every year.
Yeah, well, we got to help each other out, right?
Right. So I'll keep right on praying. Praying that you keep right on bashing all those poor gentlemen who see fit to climb into the ring with you. Pray for them too, but not with quite so much fervor. Wish you could stay for dinner. The boys would love that.
Yeah, me too, but I got to get back. Maybe next week.
Who's your next opponent?
Joe the Undertaker Markowitz.
Oh, he sounds terrible. Where did he get that name?
Undertaker. Probably guess he's been carried out of so many rings before.
You are a devil, Ted.
Listen, I gotta get going.
Oh, I wish you wouldn't ride that thing.
Oh, come on. I feel safer on that than in a car.
Well, you be careful. We're expecting a wee bit of rain today.
I will. I'll see you next week, sister.
Bye, Ted.
Oh, Tommy, look what you went and did. Tore your shirt. Right here.
Yeah.
You hurt?
No.
He did this to you before?
Yeah. Couple times.
How come?
I don't know.
You picking on the other kids?
On Mario sometimes.
How old is Mario?
Same as me.
I guess he only picks on you little guys, huh?
Yeah. Guess so.
Why do you think he does that, Tommy?
I don't guess, yeah.
I guess he wants to make sure he wins, right?
Yeah.
You know what that makes him? Makes him a bully. Makes him a coward. He picks on you little guys because he's afraid of anyone his own size.
Guess so.
Stand up. Am I bigger than you?
Yeah.
A lot bigger?
Yeah.
The guy you saw me fight Saturday, was he bigger than me?
Yeah.
Who won?
You did.
So? Little guys can beat big guys.
Guess so.
You guess?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, little guys can beat big guys.
It's not how big you are. It's how big is your heart.
God bless you, Hammerhead Jones.
It's a sold-out house tonight, and the crowd loves it. Standing room only for this match between Hammerhead Jones and The Undertaker. And Hammerhead has The Undertaker pinned. He's trying to pin him. The ref is watching, but no, it doesn't look like he'll get it.
And The Undertaker kicks out on 2.
Punch, and here it comes. Boom! Chiropractor's delight.
It's getting wild in there, man.
Bobby, these rumors we've talked about last week.
Yeah, it's confirmed now. Folks, hold on to your seats. Today, Numbers Cooper announced that he's going to stage a series of death matches.
I still can't believe it. Putting 2 professional wrestlers into the ring with no referee, no time limit. The only way it ends is when one of them is hurt badly enough that he can't continue. That, my friends, is a death match.
Hold it, full Nelson. And now what's... Hammerhead reverses it. Hammerhead's trying for the pin. But it's only a 2 count before The Undertaker kicks out of there.
A scissoring leg dive. Hip toss. Body slam. Whoa, that hurts. Small package, pin, and he's got him tight. Hook.
Heck of another one for the Hammerhead. Hammerhead Jones. The champ looks happy now, but you can bet the farm he's not too thrilled with this deathmatch business.
Hurt, didn't it? Damn right it hurt.
You hit wrong. You got to learn to anticipate. Know when it's coming. So you can be ready, Freddy, to hit the canvas when you get hit. You understand? These are pros, gentlemen. Not like those polite, rule-following boys that you played tag with in college. They are gonna hit you harder, more often, up and down, all over, throw you higher and further than you ever been before. And they're doing it for the money. You understand the greed. Once you step in here, it is war.
You got that right.
Hey, how you doing, son?
Enjoying life, man. How are you?
Yeah, same old two-step.
Listen, you're working. I just came by to say hello.
Yeah. Hey, you know that's some crazy shit that Numbers is laying down.
Did I miss something?
Yoo-hoo! Good morning! Oh, God, what a fabulous day. Ed and Ted, that rhymes with... Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Don't tell me, I'll get it.
Hey, Lorenzo, how they hanging, babe?
I'm not quite sure. You want to check?
Oh. Hey, which one you want?
Well, given a choice, all of them. But I'm here to see a Mr. Spooner.
Hey, Spooner,
Yeah, Coach?
This here's Lorenzo. Go on back to the dressing room with him.
Yeah, Coach.
Have a good time, Jerry.
Charming. Well, it's time to go play dress up. Oh, that's a lovely shirt you have. Bill Blass?
No, Ellie Mitchell.
Well, if you gentlemen will excuse me, I have to go be brilliantly creative again. Ta-ta.
He's beautiful. All right. You two guys, go over that stuff we did at the start of the session, and be careful. Go slow. Don't hurt each other. Ted, let's go talk.
Too pale. Maybe in the dark. What color are your eyes?
What?
Your eyes, these things. Is that brown in there? Have you been out in the sun too long?
Yeah, brown.
Pick me up.
What?
Pick me up. Lift. I think I see a little green in there. Listen, it's awfully hard for me to say. You can put me down now. The eagle has landed. Oh, this is gonna be perfect. Maybe with a little gold trim around the cape.
Cape? Just how long is this cape gonna be?
Well, we'll start here and move up from there. But no sequins. You'll have to earn those.
I heard about it from Bones. Just got in from New York. Said he saw it in one of the papers.
A death match? Is he sure?
Oh, yeah. It's gonna be your buddy Mark Coleman against Butcher Block.
Joe Barnes.
Yeah, and you know, those two don't exactly love each other a whole lot.
That son of a bitch. What's he trying to do?
Make money. More of it.
And I gotta go see Mark.
Yeah? Lots of luck.
Can I take the rest of the day off?
You were supposed to take those pictures at the gym at 4.
All right, call over there. Ask if we can do it when.
Wednesday at 2.
All right, see if that's all right with them. Anything else?
You've got some checks to sign. Allstate, House and Phones, St. Mary's, payroll.
Including you?
Strangely enough, mine's on top.
Yeah, strangely enough. Call Mike at Signature Travel. I haven't booked me on the shuttle to Tampa anytime after 2. I should be back by around 8. Then call Steve in New York. Have him send me a copy of the papers for the last 10 days. Oh, Sam. I didn't sign your check. Hello? Anybody home?
Hey, Ted. How are you? What brings you to Tampa?
I have to talk to Mark about something important.
There he is. But if you came to talk to him about the death match, you can forget it. He told me you called. He's decided to do it. And he absolutely refuses to talk to you about it.
Margie's got to call it off. Tell Numbers to shove it.
Oh, yeah. That's easy for you to say, Ted. You're the champ. But not for Mark. He has to take every match.
Not this one.
Especially this one. Numbers is going to give him 25% bonus.
A bonus for what? So they can put each other in the hospital?
Ted, Mark walked into this with his eyes wide open. Nobody's holding a gun to his head. He's a wrestler. That's what he does. Just like you.
This match is different. It's not the same thing.
Ted, this isn't easy for me. And it isn't easy for Mark. I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't interfere.
Interfere? Marge, it doesn't make sense.
Mark has his reasons.
Reasons? Oh, come on, Marge. Mark wants revenge on Barnes for what he did to him in that match in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah. That's what he tells you. That might be part of it, but that's not the whole story. He's worried about the future. The baby's future.
The baby's future? What's that got to do with it?
What's that got to do with it? I'll tell you what that's got to do with it. He doesn't want his son growing up knowing violence. He doesn't want his son to live the same kind of life that he led, and neither do I. He does what he does because he has to, even if that means that he has to go into that death match just to make more money. And it doesn't make a damn bit of difference what you think or I think or anybody else thinks.
I love you.
Unlike anything we've ever seen. Look at this, a two-handed choke. A wrestler would never get away with this in a normal match, but this is way far away from a normal match, ladies and gentlemen. We're watching the first of numbers Cooper's death matches, and you see the result.
These two, Butcher Block Barnes and Mark Coleman, never did like each other. And this death match is giving each man free rein to hurt his enemy as badly as he likes, with no referee to get in the way.
Oh, no, look at this, a huge standing suplex. This is gonna be... Oh! We could feel that down here, and both men are stunned by the effects of that monster fall.
We're deep into this death match, and we just don't know how much more of this brutal punishment these two can take. I don't know about you, Bobby, but I don't like seeing this.
I know what you mean, Matt. The fans we're used to seeing at both matches are not here tonight. A silent protest against the death match concept.
Oh, no, this is terrible. Look at the blood coming out of Coleman's forehead. I hate to say this, but there seems to be a real bloodthirsty crowd here tonight.
Barnes is just all over Coleman. He's throwing him back into the ring now. Coleman looks like he's about had it. And now, Barnes is getting ready for a bombs away. Oh, Barnes hammered that knee right into Coleman's back. They're calling for medics. Let's go out to Larry Miller at ringside.
It looks like he's really hurt badly. Something no real wrestling fan likes to see.
How is he?
In my 15 years of bringing you
Christ!
pro wrestling,
How is he?
I've never seen anything like this. The first of a series of what promoter Numbers Coopers is calling death matches. No time limit, no referees, and this is the result. 18 minutes of the most brutal action these fans have ever seen. Now, this is how it's ended.
How is he?
Coleman is being carried out on a stretcher. Obviously hurt. Obviously in pain. As soon as we have any word on his condition, we will let you know.
Marge called me this morning. They don't think Mark will ever walk again.
Oh, man. Oh, shit.
I'm gonna stop him. I'm gonna stop the son of a bitch.
Oh, how you gonna do that? Numbers holds all the cards. Where are the cards, Ed? If we say no, if every wrestler he controls just stands up and says no, then his ass is dead meat.
We got to get a better break on the concession.
He's going to scream.
Yeah. He's going to scream, and he's going to give us another 3 points. You tell him that, Shell. You tell the shit. I'm going to fill his joint, and he's going to clean up. I want my piece, and this ain't it.
How do you think Hammerhead's going to react?
What's he going to do? I want to set up a death match between you and Malloy.
I don't think so.
Whoa! I ain't asking for no permission. I'm telling you.
No. You, especially you. You ain't telling me nothing, man.
Hey, tell him, Shell. Tell him. Educate the bum.
It's spelled out in your contract, Ted. You have to.
I don't have to anything. Not now, not ever. Remember something, slime ball. I'm the champ.
Straighten him out, Shell. Tell the champ what's gonna happen if he don't take this match.
Shell, you're working for a world-class asshole. This man doesn't care about wrestling. I love this sport. And I'm not gonna be any part of this deathmatch bullshit he's trying to push. It's an insult to the game, it's an insult to the fans, and it's an insult to me. So you just tell him for me, Shell, that I don't give a shit what's in my contract. And I'll tell you something else. The only place I'm gonna lose my title is in the ring. Not in some limousine.
You got that?
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, Larry. Get a hold of Phil Mangano. Tell him to go ahead. And Larry, tell him I mean now.
Ted? You okay? You want some lunch?
No, thanks, Sam.
We got a new shipment in today. You promised to sign them for the kids.
All right, just leave them on the table.
Oh, I'll be in the office if you need anything.
Frank, if we all stand up to numbers one at a time, we can beat them.
No, not for me. I can't afford it, Ted.
Can you afford to spend the rest of your life in a wheelchair? How does that sound, huh?
Ain't nobody gonna put me in one of those. Deal me out.
Hey, Ted. Frank, come on, let me talk to you. Come on, Frank, now let me talk to you. Come on, Frank. Let me talk to you. You getting the message? Is that a yes? Let go of the bar. You okay?
Yeah, I guess, but I don't think I'll be wearing a tie right away.
Hey.
Oh, man, no, just leave it, man. The man was just doing his job. Guess this means I owe you one. Yeah, you do.
You could have got here quicker, you know.
Maybe.
2 many damn keys. I got a message from Numbers.
I wander the street, out here on my own, feeling the heat, so far from my home. I'm bad as a bulldog, I'm bad to the bone. I don't need no one, just leave me alone.
Yeah.
Ted, I just had a call from Mercy Hospital. Ed Maxwell's being brought into the emergency room.
Okay, call him back. Tell him I'll be there in 15 minutes. Tell him he gets the best.
I don't look for trouble, I don't need no grief. If you're looking for trouble, I'll show you my teeth. I'll teach you a lesson, it isn't too hard. If you want to stay healthy, don't come in my yard. You can keep your shovel, your Doberman too. I'm bad as a bulldog. I'm messing with you.
All right, I think, yeah, one more over there and possibly one over here ought to do it.
How's he doing, Doc?
All right, hang on just a minute. Why don't you take this, and I'll go talk to his friend here. Come on outside for just a minute and let me explain what's going on, okay? Look, your friend has a broken jaw in 2 places, 1 rib fracture, and contusions of his left chest. In addition, all the fingers on his right hand were broken, and from the angles of the fractures, it looks like they were snapped, 1 by 1.
How long will he be here?
Well, probably just a couple of days. Fortunately, there's no sign of any internal injuries. Just looks like somebody beat him up.
Can I see him?
Sure, you could see him, but remember, he's under sedation and his jaw is wired, so make it short, okay?
Yeah, thanks.
It's what we do, Mr. Jones. Just don't expect a whole lot of conversation out of him. Oh, by the way, your friend is one tough cookie. I think if they would have brought me in here with those injuries, I probably would have been screaming my head off. Anyway, I'm gonna go see some patients. If you need me, just holler.
Yeah, thanks again, Doctor. Hey, Ed. Would you lead with your face? He will pay. You have my word.
Put the phone down.
What are you... Hey. What are you doing? Put me down!
Tell him I'm here.
Hey, what the hell? Are you crazy? Get out of here, huh?
Tell him.
Sir Johns is here.
Thank you. Look, you better leave.
Sit down. Mistake number 1. You sent somebody to mess with me. Mistake number 2. You had a friend of mine beat up. Now, I'm gonna ask you 2 questions. And if I don't get the answers real fast, that's gonna be a mistake number 3. What's his name? Where can I find him? Look, I don't know what you're talking about. You big... Number 3, dirtbag. You don't seem to understand. I have this really urgent need to inflict a lot of pain on somebody, and that can be you right now. Or you can give me a name and address. Okay. Phil Mangano. He works at Sally's on a beach. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Sheldon, get him in here. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna get him.
What the hell happened in here?
Hammerhead. He's almost ready. The bastard's almost ready.
Hey, Hammerhead Jones, how you doing?
Hey, man.
Hey, Hammerhead, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Hammerhead, how you doing? Say, Hammerhead.
Hey, how you doing? Walking right on. All right.
Did it good.
I think you have the right to know why I'm going to punish you. Not because you hurt a friend of mine, but because you enjoyed it. It wasn't nice. That's why I'm going to knock you into the next area code. You understand me, Phil?
Great fight, Phil.
In this tag team brawl. Nightmare Mooney slams an elbow into Tank Turner off the ropes. Turner, an arm drag takedown, up again. And a second arm drag. Instant replay.
The crowd is loving this tonight. Another sold-out performance. Oh, an elbow by Mooney. Over the top. Onto the mat. Gonna have to hold this crowd off.
Turner looking for another arm drag. There it is. And another.
And here comes Wild Willie Wilson. Let's have a party. Crossbody block. Wild Willie looks like I-95 in rush hour.
Matt, as wild as this is, it's a tea party compared to last week's death match between Butcher Block Barnes and Mark Coleman. As you folks know by now, Coleman suffered a devastating spinal injury in that brutal match, and he'll never walk again.
Just terrible, Bobby. Numbers Cooper wants to get Hammerhead Jones and Mountain Malloy to sign for another death match.
He is afraid. The man is yellow. Come on, cue ball. Why don't you crawl out from under that rock and get up in the ring with me?
Those are pretty strong words, Mountain. Let's not forget, Hammerhead Jones is the world champion. He hasn't held on to that belt for 5 years by being a coward.
He ain't a champion of nothing until he gets in the ring with me. Where is he? Where is the great Onion Head Jones? Where is he?
Well, it's a fair question, ladies and gentlemen. Where is Hammerhead Jones? He hasn't had a match in almost a month. Could it be possible that he is ducking the death match he's scheduled to fight with Mountain Malloy? We don't have the answer to that question, folks, but we'd sure like to know.
You'll see me. You'll see me.
And so, the question all wrestling fans continue to ask is, what's happened to Hammerhead Jones? What's happened is, I got him by the balls. He don't take the death match, he don't fight. I canceled his last 3 matches. I'm gonna squeeze him, Shell. Squeeze the smart ass. He's gonna learn who's running things around here. He knows if he don't fight by the end of next month, he loses the title. I want his ass in that ring. It's gonna be the match of the year, of the century. The numbers are gonna be unbelievable.
How much longer do you think he can hold out?
About 6 more hours. They're putting us on TV tonight, both of us, face to face. I'm gonna lay it off on him, Shell. Say he's afraid to meet Malloy in a death match. That'll do it. That'll be the last push the bum needs. And he's mine.
So tonight, right now, we're bringing the 2 men involved face to face. First, the promoter of the deathmatch series, Mr. Arthur Cooper. Mr. Cooper, we appreciate your accepting our invitation to this meeting.
Yeah, well, I just want to clear the air, that's it.
Well, I'm sure that's what we all want, sir. And now the reigning, undisputed champion of the American Council of Professional Wrestling, Ted Hammerhead Jones.
Hi, Larry. Thanks for arranging this.
Well, it's something the fans have been waiting for, and I'd like to thank you both for being here tonight. Mr. Cooper, can we hear from you first?
Yeah, sure. It's no big deal here. I got a contract sitting on my desk for almost a month now. For whatever reason, Mr. Jones here hasn't seen fit to come in and sign it. Since we never had this problem before, I have to think maybe Mr. Jones is afraid to sign it. That's all I got to say.
Those are awfully strong words, Mr. Cooper. Hammerhead, what's your response?
I'll be in your office first thing in the morning to sign the deathmatch contract. If I lose, I'll retire from wrestling. But if I win, I want you out of wrestling. I want you to turn over control of every wrestler you have under contract to a group or an individual to be named by those wrestlers. And I want that in writing. Period. Mr. Cooper. It's a deal.
Mr. Jones, he's here. Go right in, sir.
Thank you.
You ready to sign, huh?
Maybe. You have the agreement drawn up?
Yeah, my guy's already talked with your guy.
Fine. What do I sign?
Very nice. Very nice. Before you go waltzing out of here, smart guy, there's one more thing you ought to know. I'm tearing up Mountain Malloy's contract. You must think you're dealing with some kind of idiot here if you think I'd fall for that. Unless I was 100% sure of winning. So, you ain't fighting Malloy. You're going against the guy you never heard of. The guy's name's Zarek, Prince of Darkness. And he's gonna rip your insides out and hang them on ropes. Oh, and he's gonna turn your lights out, Jones. You can go now. Go.
Clear skies and a full moon. A perfect night for what has been billed as the match of the century. The death match, a world championship fight between the current champ, Ted Hammerhead Jones, and the mystery man from Istanbul, Turkey, Zarek, the Prince of Darkness. I gotta tell you, folks, this one, I gotta see.
Miami cop turned us away. The security around Zarek is tighter than Dolly Parton's t-shirt. There's just no way.
Today on Wall only topic of conversation is the match. The World Championship Wrestling match between the current champion, one Mr. Ted Hammerhead Jones, and a gentleman known as Zarek, the Prince of Darkness. Wrestling matches don't normally make national news, but this particular contest has generated...
Live from the Miami Beach Convention Center, the American Council of Professional Wrestling presents a World Championship Death Match.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Matt Turner with Bobby Gorman. From the Miami Beach Convention Center, Bobby, is your heart beating as fast as mine?
I've never seen anything like it, Matt. This whole town, this whole country is talking about this match. The fans have been pouring into this magnificent arena since the gates opened, not wanting to miss 1 second of what promises to be an extraordinary contest.
I wish I could bring you some information about the two principals, but we have not been able to get into either dressing room. As you all must know by now, the security around Zarek has been unbelievable. We have not been able to find anyone who has even seen this guy.
We did find out that Zarek was brought here 2 hours ago in an armored car. The truck drove directly into the convention center, and all the employees were asked to vacate the area before he got out.
The moment has come. The American Council of Professional Wrestling champion of the world, Ted Hammerhead Jones, versus Zarek, Prince of Darkness, a man we have absolutely no information on. Security around him has been so tight that no one has seen him since he and his manager arrived here in Miami 3 days ago. Well, the moment has finally come. There's a lot more at stake here tonight for Hammerhead Jones than just his title. You heard him tell us 3 weeks ago, right here, that if he loses this match, this death match, he is retiring from the profession. I'm sure none of us want to see that happen, so all we can do is wish the champ the very best of luck. I know you can hear that.
It's about that time. Yeah, okay.
The man who put this match together, sitting ringside. As you folks might remember, Cooper agreed during a television broadcast that if Hammerhead won this match, he, Cooper, would get out of the wrestling business and turn his entire stable over to another group or individual.
Well, looking at what has just stepped into the ring above us, I don't think he's in much danger of having to do that. Hammerhead Jones is a great champion, but looking at Zarek, well, I gotta tell you, Hammerhead's only human, and I'm not so sure about Zarek.
And there's the champion.
comes his way. He and Coleman go back a long way together.
Matt, take a look at Hammerhead. This is not the happy, always upbeat wrestler we're used to seeing. This is a deadly serious champion. A man focused on what has to be the single most important moment of his life.
No question about it, Bobby. He said he'd quit wrestling if he lost this one. And now, like us, he's getting his first look at the man he's going to fight. And we can only guess what's going through his mind.
Number one, what a champ. What a champ. Number one. It's your crowd. It's your crowd. What a champ. Thanks to me. Number one. Speed.
Jarrett is just standing there like some malevolent presence, waiting.
It looks like Hammerhead wants to get a better look at the Prince of Darkness. Ted's looking at the crowd. I think he's going to. Yes! Oh, God!
Oh, shit.
Look at the size of that sucker.
A man that big has got to be slow.
It's easy for you to say.
You are fast.
You champion man now. $100,000. We fix. One more Hammerhead Jones. Squash him like a lizard. One more Hammerhead Jones.
You are a champ. Listen to that crowd. They know you can do it. I know you can do it. You got to do it.
This is the main event of the evening.
I have never, ever heard a crowd sound like this.
A death match. No time limit. No referee.
You can feel the tension building, folks. I have never experienced anything like this. Never. It's so strong, you can almost reach out and touch it.
Introducing, from Istanbul, Turkey, Zarek, the Prince of Darkness!
Bobby looking at Zarek, I can believe the stories that he killed 2 men during matches in Europe.
No question, Matt. He is a truly frightening specimen.
And defending his American Council of Professional Wrestling World Championship title, Ted Hammerhead Jones.
Pandemonium! This crowd knows what's on the line here tonight. More than a world championship title. More than a victory. Hammerhead Jones is betting his professional life on the outcome of this match. Correction, of this death match.
Exactly right, Matt. Hammerhead thought he'd be going up against Mountain Malloy in this match, but Numbers Cooper changed all that at the last minute, telling Hammerhead his opponent would be Zarek.
At the sound of the bell, let the death match begin.
The champion of all planet now. Hammerhead Jones finish.
Let's go.
Zarek looks to be about 7 feet tall and has to weigh close to 400 pounds.
The noise level in here is deafening. Testing strength. Oh, look at this. Zarek lifts Hammerhead as if he was a Dorian. What? Plants him on the ropes. He just sits him up there.
If Zarek wanted to send a message, Matt, I think he just did, letting Hammerhead know right from the opening bell just who's the boss inside the ring. Hammerhead looks stunned as he lowers himself to the mat.
And with good reason, Bobby. He has never had to face anything like the brute strength and awesome power that seems to radiate from Zarek. This has to be the most menacing figure we have ever seen in the ring. Circling again. Hammerhead puts a neck hold on Zarek. Oh, Zarek picks him up again, throws him across the ring.
With no effort, Nile just threw Hammerhead away. Threw him away. We are only seconds into this death match, and it looks like no match at all. Hammerhead Jones looks to be a totally confused and frustrated wrestler. We have never seen him like this before.
What is this? He stares across this massive, hulking brute, looking for a weakness, anything that might. Hammerhead launches himself off the ropes. Here it comes, the Hammerhead headbutt. It stuns Zarek. The crowd finally has something to cheer about.
It's about time, Matt. This is more like it.
Arm lock. Both men are straining. Zarek throws Hammerhead down, grabs him by the neck, twisting. It looks like Zarek wants to rip his head off. He throws Hammerhead against the rope. He bounces off, ducks right through Zarek's legs. The big man looks confused. Flying drop kick, but Hammerhead just bounces off Zarek. Zarek has him by the neck now, jerks him off the mat, and Hammerhead wraps his legs around Zarek. No good. Zarek throws him to the mat.
Make no mistake, there is no give up and Ted Hammerhead Jones. He flies across the ring, ducks under Zarek, a flying body block, but again he just bounces off Zarek.
Oh, boom, boom, boom. We can hear those here. Boom, boom, boom. Hammerhead has hurt Zarek with devastating series of body punches. Hammerhead's winding up. Here it comes. Oh, Zarek clotheslines him with a massive arm.
Hammerhead! I'm gonna crush you like a log!
Zarek's gonna drop on Hammerhead. Now he just rolls out of the way. Zarek's down. Hammerhead jumps on him, but Zarek tosses him away. The strength of the man is awesome.
Zarek's got Hammerhead by the neck, throws him across the ring into the post. Here comes Zarek. Oh, did you hear that? Sounds like ribs to me. Hammerhead's going to work on him now. Oh, Zarek rips his knuckles across Hammerhead's eyes. He can't see. Now Zarek picks him up over the top rope, bounces him off the apron, down on the concrete floor. Hammerhead is in desperate trouble.
We don't know how much more of this Hammerhead can take. Zarek is coming after him, a relentless force. He's got Hammerhead in his arms now, carrying him. Where's he carrying him? Oh my God! He's thrown him down through the scorer's table. Look at Zarek. He looks like a wild animal.
I'm gonna kick his ass!
One of the more foolhardy fans has just hit Zarek from behind, and Zarek levels him. Hammerhead Strader is trying desperately to revive him. Zarek seems to be looking for something. Seems to be looking for somebody as the next target for his fury.
I think he's looking at, but no, that can't be. That can't be. Hammerhead is making a heroic effort to get himself back together. But look at Zarek. There can be no doubt about it. He is lumbering right toward the wheelchair-bound figure of Mark Coleman. What's he always kick the chair over? Coleman's on the floor. An absolutely vicious act. Now he's kicking at the helpless Coleman.
Resurrection time! Snap out of it!
Hammerhead sees it. Go after Zarek. He slams Zarek head first
came roaring back, and now it's Zarek who is hurt. Hammerhead's trainer is yelling at him to get back into the ring. Here he comes. He's got Zarek by the head. Straightens him up, and here comes those devastating body punches again. Working on Zarek's ribs, which are already bleeding from all the previous slams.
Hammerhead flies off the rope and peppers Zarek right on those ribs with a two-handed slam. Zarek is down. Zarek goes face down on the mat. Hammerhead climbs onto the top rope, getting ready for a bombs away. Right into Zarek's midsection, smashing those ribs. The giant is, he's down. Zarek is down. It's all over. He can't get up.
Disgusting. Get away. Get out of here. Just get out of here.
Zarek is not moving.
Get out, huh?
He's not moving. And here comes the referee. He's raising Hammerhead's hand. The winner and still champion of the world, Ted Hammerhead Jones.
I got a phone in my car and I'm on the run. I know what it takes to be number one, and I'll be riding high when the day is done. I'm just out here having fun. Well, I'm working real hard, I got money to spend. Checking out the ladies and the message they send. If they like my style and they like my smile, we can jump on my Harley and ride like the wind. I got a phone in my car and I'm on the run. I know what it takes to be number one, and I'll be riding high when the day is done. I'm just out here having fun. Live and let live and do your own thing. I got a rock and roll band and a song to sing. Everyone's entitled to their own little space. Just don't get in my face. Don't get in my face. I got a phone in my car and I'm on the run. I know what it takes to be number one, and I'll be riding high when the day is done. I'm just out here having fun. Well, I'm working real hard, I got money to spend.
checking out the ladies and the message they send. If they like my style and they like my smile, we can jump on my Harley and ride like the wind. I got a phone in my car and I'm on the run. I know what it takes to be number one, and I'll be riding high when the day is done. I'm just out here having fun. Live and let live and do your own thing. I got a rock and roll band and a song to sing. Everyone's entitled to their own little space. Just don't get in my face. Don't get in my face. They say life's a bitch and then you die. I ain't getting rich, but I'm getting by, and you're the best thing that's caught my eye. Come on, baby, won't you give me a try? I got a phone in my car and I'm on the run. I know what it takes to be number one, and I'll be riding high when the day is done. I'm just out here having fun, having fun. Out here having fun. Number one is out here having fun. I'm the champ, and I'm out here having fun. Number one is out here having fun.